Welcome back to Equisetum Gaming and our playthrough of Greedfall. Picking up where we left off on the trail of the native raiders who have been attacking caravans, or rebels, as they call them, you can see. But, yeah, we're gonna finish this little scene and,
finally,
see what else
here's
we
the
can
camp
do
of
today.
the rebel natives.
Let's try talking to them before rushing in. They must have good reason to only attack the caravans that supply Hikmet.
Okay.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And whom might you be?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
The congregation. Are those the Lugaid Blau? The yellow eyes?
It's possible, yes. We live in the city south of the island.
That's right. We hold no grudge against your people. Talk. I'm listening.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, you risk men being taken prisoner.
I'm not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on Olmenawe, those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Lions is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
In that case, I'm sorry to tell you that you've failed. The road is not the only way to transport goods. Many things are transported by sea.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully
That's why you
understand
bring
why you're
Vasco.
fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances, as long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready, and soon we will make the Lion pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
Can you guarantee that our merchants will now be able to take this road without risking their lives?
I always keep to my word. The time for small attacks is over. Now is the time of war.
I'm afraid you're heading straight into a massacre. But since you promised me that our caravans will be spared, I have fulfilled my mission.
Go in peace. We should prepare ourselves.
Just check around the camp to see what we can grab. Yeah, don't need to fight those guys. And one thing, it bothers me a bit in this game, really bothers me in Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, but all the developers who have created like native peoples or tribal peoples in games in the last, I don't know, half a decade or so, maybe more. Okay. They all create like this massive diversity among these tribes as far as like skin tone and facial appearances and features and all of that.
I hope I will not regret letting them go. They are so full of hatred for the Alliance.
You've heard what their leader said. They will do anything to free their own. And if they are actually ready for a pitched battle, there will be piles of corpses.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Rainhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
But, as I was saying, from a genetic standpoint, if you have an isolated population, even if they are diverse from the beginning, they are going to homogenize. They're going to, you know, breed together. I know people don't like to think of humans in those terms, but they are going to add deer. Basically, eventually their genetics are going to become uniform, and they're all going to end up with their own like their own unique look and features, and be very different from the diverse population. Basically, the diversity is going to become diluted. They're all going to look the same. And for as much as these developers study like all these other storytelling elements, they seem to forget about that. They seem to forget about genetics. And I mean, later on in this game, we will learn some things about the island that might make you say, well, yeah, the natives are going to continue being diverse, but I don't think it's enough. I think their own culture and all of that, developing tribes with a very strong culture and spiritual belief system and all of those things that take hundreds, if not, you know, multiple generations, possibly even thousands of years to develop. If you are going to give them a culture like that, you also have to give them the genetics. And people, these developers don't. They always make, because their tribes are usually the good guys, they want to give them like this vast diversity and make it look like, oh, they accept everybody. They don't care about race or skin color or, you know, ethnics, whatever you want to call it. But again, from the genetic standpoint, it's not right. That is not how a society like that comes about. And it's just, the more I see it, the more it bugs me. But at least in this game, it is not, like, you see it when you're interacting with the natives, but you don't hear anything about it. Like, there's no mention of it or anything like that. So I'm kind of happy about that as far as like the writing goes. It's just the visual development, not so much.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them.
No, that's not necessary. But you must know that this group is part of a much bigger army. An army that is ready to go to war against Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain.
What you giving us? Right. XP. Okay. Well, I guess we will travel back to, whatchamacallit now. It'll be faster if we go back to our camp. But we'll go talk to Constantine. Tell him of the developments. Our dear cousin. I do like Constantine, but, he really doesn't do much except hang out at the palace for ages and ages and ages. Poor guy. Do I have anything to sell to this guy? Maybe. A flint axe? Yeah, because if I'm gonna keep an axe, I'm gonna keep one that is a little bit better. We'll sell that. Stonemason skirt. It's not great in armor or anything, and there's no need to sneak past the natives, so we'll get rid of that one for now. Rid of those. Those gloves are kind of cool, so I'll keep them, but I'm gonna throw them in the chest. Yeah, we'll keep that for now. There are better ones that we can get. Okay. Chitlins. Gunner's cape. Yes, Vasco, we will continue on with your story in a minute. As soon as we take care of some other stuff. What was I throwing in here? The gloves. There we go. Alright. Time to leave. And I do like this little, sort of trader camp scenes in between fast travels, because I feel like that is one of the main reasons why this game is actually really well optimized. Because every time it loads you into one of those camps, it basically gives it the time to load the next level. So you get like this really detailed world. I mean, the landscapes aren't that detailed, which, you know, I'm a sucker for landscapes, but like the floors, the walls, the ceilings, the architecture, all of the NPCs that walk about, you know, there's like, I never have any lag or anything when I'm playing this game. And I think it's simply because all of the locations sort of load in small chunks because of those little loading screens.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
I would like, if you would allow me the honor, to introduce Bishop Petrus, emissary of Thélème.
Your Highness, may the light warm you in its holy embrace.
Enchanted to meet you, my father.
I've come here to present respects from Thélème and best wishes from the Mother Cardinal.
She has my most sincere thanks. But before speaking further, I would like to discuss matters with my cousin, if you would be so kind.
Of course.
I've been to the neighboring cities, as you asked of me.
Tell me then, was your journey adventurous?
Well,
Of course.
I was able to gain audience with the governors, give them your regards, and glean some information.
I would not have allowed anything bad to happen to him, Your Highness.
Oh, it's just us here, Kurt. Why not continue to call me by my given name? Carry on with your story, cousin. I'm impatient to know what secrets our illustrious neighbors have discovered.
The Bridge Alliance believes that a remedy could possibly be found by studying the local flora. They are quite motivated, but their research expedition has gone missing and there is no sign of life. And since they themselves are under constant attack, they cannot spare a rescue party to investigate. The Mother Cardinal, in her opinion, believes the Malachor to be a result of a curse.
A curse cast by a demon. An evil creature worshipped by a cult of island natives. If you would allow me to second the request of our Mother Cardinal, we are in dire need of your help. Our inquisitors are hardly diplomats But I should let you finish, my son.
They have started their investigations in a village where strange events have been taking place, but they're unable to get to the bottom of it. The population keeps its secrets, and Thélème hopes that we might help them learn more about the cult.
This is all extremely interesting. You have lived up to my expectations, as always. That said, we find ourselves between the rock and the hard place. The bridge is already in open conflict with the island natives. Thélème and their inquisitors... We're going to have to tread on eggshells, but let's follow all the clues to their mysteries. We need to help them continue their investigations. Perhaps one will lead us to something useful.
I don't have a lot of men, as well you know, and since I only trust you among them, take Kurt and any others that seem useful. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
If you would allow me, Your Highness, I would be honored to assist your cousin on his investigation.
Very well, then. You could start by indicating the precise location of your nasty village.
Of course, Your Highness. I should have thought of that sooner. Allow me to mark the location on your map, my son.
Thank you. Have no fear, Constantine. I will take care of all matters at hand.
Anything else?
Nope. We can ask him about that stuff later.
I'm going to leave now.
That never really changes.
Goodbye, Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Hey! We have leveled up. Nice. Okay. And it looks like we can talk to Kurt about the Ghost Regiment now, which is excellent news. Alright, we have 2 skill points to spend here, which we were saving up 2 skill points to unlock our trap setting skills and attributes. We go with agility. That will allow us to wield better weapons. We are at level 10, so we're waiting. We have basically 3 levels to get to level 13. Accuracy, though. I do like to fight with my pistol, so I think we're gonna go that direction and just sort of balance things out between these two. And eventually we're going to level up willpower, because that is these things. And there's some of these that we will pick up later on that are really, really useful. So, yeah. And, I have Ciora and I have Petrus to fight with magic. And I don't know, not everything is susceptible to magic. I mean, everything's a little bit susceptible to magic, but there are some creatures that you encounter that are strong against magic. So I like to stick to, you know, my blade and my pistol. And those get the job done, and you don't need this really to... This is basically for ring skills, once you open up these lines. And most of the spells that we're casting are not dependent on those. So, anyways, get out of here. Head downstairs. And I think we're going to continue on with Kurt's little side mission in the Ghost Regiment. Kurt, speak to me.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Rayner. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Alright. And yes, we are keeping Vasco on the team. Alright. Just want to double check. Yeah. Okay, looks like we have to head into unexplored territory.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Where are you, people? I don't want to attack a civilian. Ah, there you are.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Nice job, boys. Alright, take everything he has. Feel like we only had to fight one of them. Yeah. I don't know if
Glad to see you, my friend. I intend to prove to the Admiral that I fully identify as a Naut once more. Without regrets, I will have to go through a test of loyalty. It will certainly be dangerous, but with your help, I am convinced that I will succeed. But I see you are not available at the moment. Come back to see me once you are free. Did you want anything else?
Yes.
I must leave you.
Why are we in the dark so much in this? But that was not what I wanted to do. I wanted to, yes. In case you didn't realize, when we level up, our followers also level up. So when we hit level 12, Vasco will get a point in endurance. 15 and 18, he'll also increase those. Kurt is also going to be increasing his attributes. So it's not just us who levels up. And that is really handy, because that means we don't have to, I won't say waste points on these guys, but like it makes life so much easier when you don't have to worry about them as you go up against tougher enemies. And I love that you can actually see how they are going to level up. Hey, come on, I am trying to bait you people. Thank you.
Then let's go!
Because I want more loot. And you can see these guys are getting much easier as we get stronger.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
We'll shoot you over Vasco's shoulder. There we go. Wear a weapon. And loot all the bodies. But these bandits are always hanging out here, so if you need to mine some XP points and you don't feel like venturing too far out of the city, they are always going to be available for a little skirmish. Except for right after you've killed them. You fucks. Alright, let's go find this ghost camp. Let's see if we picked up anything from them that we can sell. Nicked Claymore. That actually might be better. I'll get him a better weapon later. Okay. And it matters. Oh, that. Yes. Craftsman pantaloons. Tricks. Yeah, we'll purchase that. Good iron. 9 iron. Purchase both of those as well. Okay. That's good. We'll just save that for later. Although going into this fight, yeah, I'm probably gonna want some extra ammo. But we shouldn't need it yet. Might not even get to it in this particular episode. Okay. Down the hill. And avoid the other bandits up on top of the ridge, because we definitely aren't strong enough yet. Why am I all fiery?
Things are about to get dicey.
Beating up on my allies. Everything. Everything. Hello. Everything. Alright, there we are. Up the hill. Did I turn out my light? I think I did here. Okay. Feel like we really should be. Oh yay, a lootable rock. Forgot about this. Do we need any others? Or did we come across any others? This is one. Here we go. But yeah, you can get ores from those. And those are very useful. Because you need them for upgrading your armor and weapons and... Or, do you need it for armor? No, I think you need leather for armor. And those are just for upgrading weapons. Well, I think it might depend on which upgrades you're doing. Sorry. And yes, we just did a loop. But, as I showed you in a previous episode, occasionally you do come across little skill altars, and there's also frequently loot chests back there in places like that, so you always want to check all the paths available to you, even if they lead to nowhere. Nowhere always has some sort of treasure at the end of it. Another camp. There we go. So we now have another camp. That'll be important. I see a bird. He only had to slice him once. Alright, we got 2 feathers from that. That's nice. Oh, am I going on the right path? Yeah, as it curves back on itself. It's one thing that, again, is one of my complaints in these. What are we fighting? What are these beasties? Pause.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
There we go. Hello, food. Thank you. Alright, there's all of those. Okay, looks like their hideout is down this trail. Desarde, don't get stuck on the landscape. Alright.
I was informed of your arrival by my sentinels, but I didn't think it would be you, Kurt.
Rolf, you're the leader of this camp.
Do you two know each other?
We train together. We haven't seen each other in a long time. A very long time.
The world of warriors is very small, Kurt. What brings you here, my old comrade? And who are these people with you? They're not one of us?
My name is Desarde. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
And I am Captain Vasco. No need to comment about our distance from the sea. I know.
These people sure are important. So, what are you doing here?
I've heard things about this place. About this very special camp.
And we wanted to see what it was all about with our own eyes.
That's very nice of you, but visitors aren't welcome in this camp. What
Good
goes
and
on
bad.
here is only the guards' business.
Does the same apply to me?
Listen, Kurt. I can give you and your friends some answers, but only because it's you. Anyway, knowing you as well as I do, I'm aware I'm not going to get rid of you that easily. So, what would you like to know?
What is it you do here? And why is this place kept secret? Even from your comrades in the guard?
The natives have their magic, and we have to train elites to be able to face them. That's what we're doing here. Our role is sensitive, and our location obviously cannot be revealed to the whole island.
I see the reason for this kind of training. The Bridge Alliance would be particularly interested in soldiers like these. And yet I've never heard of this elite squadron.
We're still in the early stages of the program. We don't want to rush things. And our leaders demand secrecy. Orders are orders.
This is a huge camp for such a secret location. How is it organized?
The main building is reserved for officers and the wounded. The front and rear of the camp are dedicated to combat training. But most exercises take place outside.
Impressive. And how do you manage recruitment?
Only the best come here. Those who have combat experience. Once they arrive, they're separated into 2 squadrons, each led and trained by a lieutenant. But you already know all of this, Kurt. It must bring back memories.
Yes.
Not good memories.
Will you tell us about your training?
That's a sensitive topic. Most exercises take place in the field to get the men used to it. The natives' knowledge of the environment gives them as much of an advantage as their magic. But if you want to know more, you should ask my lieutenant instructors.
Actually, we found out about this camp while we were looking for someone.
A kid I recruited. Raina.
Oh. I didn't know he was one of yours. My
Well, you weren't
condolences.
expecting to see him again.
I was told he died in an accident in the harbour.
Don't insult my intelligence, Rolf.
All right. Since you're here, I guess there's no point in lying to you anymore. The accident occurred during a maneuver. It's regrettable that these things happen, you know?
We've taken up enough of your time, Captain.
I agree, and I have things to do.
I'd like to question your lieutenant instructors, if you don't mind. To ask them about Raina.
You've become a real sap. Fine. But try not to disrupt the day's schedule too much. Goodbye.
I'm sorry, I couldn't contain my anger.
I noticed. Good thing you know this captain so well. I don't think he would have let us investigate otherwise.
I'm not sure it's a good thing, really.
Old barrack rivalries.
Rolf doesn't bring back good memories for me. But let's continue. I want to know what's going on here. Lieutenant!
Respectfully, Captain.
Here is my friend, the legate of the merchant congregation. He would like to ask you a few questions.
At your orders. I'm listening, sires.
How do the various squadrons in this camp differ from one another?
The recruits I train are intended to carry out more subtle actions.
Really? What kind?
I teach them how to blend into the background, understand customs, observe, and know when to strike.
That's strange. These skills are normally associated with assassins, rather than soldiers.
These skills are always useful, regardless of the enemy or the setting.
What kind of training do your men undergo?
I can't go into details, but they learn discipline and to outdo themselves.
You mean to blindly follow orders, even to their death?
But No, Captain. We also teach them to analyze situations, so that they know when to act to avoid risking their lives.
How did you become an instructor in this camp?
I have led numerous squadrons before, and I've trained hundreds of recruits on the continent. I worked with Captain Rolf in the past, and when I arrived on the island, he recommended me for this position.
That's very impressive. And I expect that you're familiar with the natives' environment and magic.
Yes, of course.
Kurt, don't you think that someone this talented fits what we're looking for? You see, we need to find someone who can replace Kurt to oversee my cousin's security.
Your cousin is the governor of New Serene, I've heard. It's a prestigious position. I don't doubt my abilities, but an offer like this, made so suddenly, must have a price.
We can't hide anything from you.
We're trying to find out what happened to Raina, a recruit who trained here.
That name doesn't sound familiar. He must have been in the Shadow Squadron.
The other lieutenant's squadron?
Yes. I'm sorry. Haven't been much use to you. Did something happen to him?
He died. His body was thrown into the harbor to make it look like he drowned.
I guess it was one of your recruits. My condolences, Captain.
We'll question some of your soldiers.
At your orders, but please be quick. I'd like to get on with training.
Of course. Alright. Hello. Thank you.
Hello, soldier.
Captain?
We need information. Your instructor authorized us to question you.
Of course, sire. I'm listening.
How would you describe your training? Do you train outside the camp much?
Yes, we do. Well, not exclusively.
Really? Yet we've been told that your unit specialized in actions over difficult terrain.
Yes, I think so. Well, yes, that's true.
Problems remembering things, soldier?
No, Captain.
What's it like in your squadron?
Very good. The Phantom Squadron is made up only of the very best.
Do you trust your comrades?
We're like 5 fingers on one hand, sire. I would trust them with my life.
You've sure got the military spirit.
Yes, Captain.
We've learned that a recruit died in an accident during a maneuver. Does this happen often?
No, of course not. Only to those who aren't strong enough.
That's strange. I was told that this recruit was very talented.
I don't know what to tell you. It's possible. If you don't mind, I'd like to get back to my training.
He seems afraid that an accident might befall him too.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to fall behind schedule.
Very well. Go on.
Excellence. Captain.
These kids are scared to death.
Yes. This boy's answers about his training seem pretty dubious to me.
We can't hide the lies. Soldier!
Captain!
At ease, soldier.
We'd like to learn more about your training.
I have nothing to say about it, sir.
Really? Go on, it's not a difficult question. What do you do during training?
Is this a test, Captain?
No, it's not a test. You may speak freely.
Well, training is difficult, but we can't complain, Captain.
That's an interesting way to phrase it. You're very united in this squadron. At least, that's what I've been told.
United. You could say that, yes. Until death.
That's rather sinister. Does the name Raynor sound familiar to you?
Yeah? Well, no, not really.
You seem rather hesitant. Afraid of being reprimanded by your lieutenant?
No. Well, not at all. It's just that I can't tell you anything about Recruit Raynor. And we're lucky to have the lieutenant as our instructor, Captain.
We should leave this soldier to his work.
Your name, soldier?
Wilhelm. First-class recruit Wilhelm, Spectre Squadron.
Keep it up, Wilhelm.
This recruit, Wilhelm, in spite of himself, led on more than the others.
His resentment is clear, but he won't divulge anything as long as his instructors are nearby.
Oh, we can fix that in a minute. Getting stuck on the terrain, please.
Lieutenant,
Captain.
my friend here would like to learn more about this camp.
At your orders, Captain. Sir?
Can you tell us about your squadron?
The recruits who come here are the best. And in my squadron, they get even better. I don't know what else to tell you. They're disciplined, rigorous, and effective. Exactly what you'd expect from the best soldiers.
What kind of training takes place in your ranks?
Combat in natural settings. Combat against the savages' magic.
I'm very curious about how you train against the magic the natives use.
Now, these are complex, secret maneuvers. I'm very sorry, but I can't tell you anymore.
That's a pity. It would definitely be instructive.
I heard the recruit Raynor trained here. What can you tell me about him?
Oh, he was a good one. He died a little while ago.
So we've heard. Your captain told us he died during a maneuver. Can you tell us more?
The training we do outside can be dangerous. Unfortunately, Raynor fell to his death in a ravine.
He fell?
During a simulated ambush. I know, it's not glorious, but it happens. I'd like to get back to work now, if you'll allow it, Captain.
Go on. We're gonna go talk to some of your recruits.
I hope that it won't take too long. We're all very busy here.
We'll be quick, Lieutenant.
The story about training against magic is a lie. This lieutenant has no idea what he's talking about.
So what could they be training recruits for here, then?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I don't like it.
Into the pit.
Soldier!
Yes, Captain.
At ease. We have some questions for you.
Me? At your orders, Captain.
You look exhausted. Is training that rough here?
It's difficult at first, but you get through it. Taming fatigue. That's the key to it all.
Haven't you ever wanted to stop? You've never doubted your vocation.
I'm not a coward, nor a weakling. The strength of the Shadow.
What is that? Your motto?
Our squadrons, Captain.
You seem concerned about your comrades. You keep looking at them.
No, not at all.
Are you afraid of what they might think of you?
Absolutely not, Captain. We are all of one mind in this squadron. We are very united.
Since this is such a close-knit squadron, you must have known Rayner.
Yes, of course. But he's not part of the squadron any longer. He left.
Really?
I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, Captain. Rayner left the squadron because he was sent on a mission. There's nothing more to say.
Sorry, mate, but that's not what happened.
I don't know anything more.
Thank you. That will be all.
Thank you, sire. Captain?
Lieutenants! Report.
Captain?
Could you give us a few minutes and take us around the site? I've never been here before, and I'm curious to see what goes on.
I'm not sure if we can, Captain.
We are on duty, Captain.
Right, Lieutenant. Let's go! Are you coming with us?
No, thank you. I'd rather stay here. Take in some fresh air.
As you like. In that case, see you later.
I love when Kurt gets to pull rank. Alright.
Wilhelm, we need to talk. And don't worry. Kurt will make sure your superior doesn't come this way.
Why are you doing this?
We didn't think you'd say anything as long as she was here.
If you noticed, others will have too. They'll make me pay.
Even more reason to talk. If we have proof, we can take action and close this camp.
Very well. What would you like to know?
What's really going on here? We know that Rayner didn't die in an accident.
This is supposed to be a training camp for the Guard's elite. Only the most talented recruits are allowed to join. This is an immense honor, an extraordinary chance. That's what we're told every day. But in reality, it's just hell.
Tell me about the training you undergo here.
It's more torture than anything else. We're constantly beaten and humiliated, and the slightest complaint only leads to more blows. They even push us to police one another, so we don't dare talk. Whatever the orders, we put our heads down, grit our teeth, and obey.
All they leave you with is your survival instinct. Obey or die. It's inhuman.
I heard them tell you about the specialist training against the natives in hostile environments. But what they teach us would be more useful for assassins.
As for Rayner, do you know what happened to him?
Yes. One day he just couldn't stand it any longer. He disobeyed orders, he fought back, and people got hurt. That's when things blew up. They summoned him for night training.
What does that entail?
It doesn't have much to do with real training. They call us up for it at the last minute. The weakest serve as punching bags for the others, who are encouraged to beat them. If we refuse, we too become the targets. So we join in and strike. If you're looking to punish Rayner's murderer, you can start with me. We all have his blood on our hands.
Thank you for telling us all of this. You should get back to your comrades.
I hope you can do something. Have this camp closed. Otherwise, I'll soon be as dead as Rayner.
We understand the risk you've taken. We won't let you down.
Thank you. Really. That was truly fascinating.
Captain?
I've seen everything I needed to see. You can leave us.
Yes, Captain.
Shall we go?
Let's get out of here for now.
Kurt, Willem has spoken.
What did he tell you?
He said the recruits go through hell. They're humiliated, spy on each other, get bullied. It's essentially torture. Rayner wouldn't stand for these methods. He rebelled and was summoned for night training.
Are you sure he used that term?
Yes. But he told me it's not really training. That recruits are summoned.
And the others beat them. Sometimes to death. I know.
You knew about this kind of training?
Yeah. I thought it was a thing of the past. What a monster. How dare he?
I'm so sorry. I'm lost for words. Tell me, did you learn anything new?
I scouted out the site. There's two parts of the barracks we should look at more closely. Rolf's quarters and the basement, which they refused to open for me.
We can't just barge in and hope they give up. What's your plan?
Let's wait for nightfall. We'll sneak into the camp unseen, search the barracks, the private quarters, and then the basement.
We might also try to find out where this night training takes place.
Yes. I wouldn't want other young recruits to lose their lives tonight. Especially Wilhelm.
Okay. But we are going to save that for the next episode. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and consider subscribing. And Desarde, Kurt, Vasco, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.